Alrighty, hello everybody. Even though no one's online, how are you all doing today?
Hi.
So thank you very much for joining me, even though literally nobody's here and we just started streaming. This is Couple Play part. I have no fucking idea since I haven't played Couple Play in a while. So the game is a mystery since the wife is like, I'm gonna keep it a secret from you. So I don't know what it is, but thank you all for joining me, even if on YouTube. Thank you for watching again. I know you like me and my wife's chattering. Would you like to get the game?
Okay.
Do you have to close my eyes?
Yes.
Okay. And since everyone can see me, they can tell you if I'm cheating or not.
You know better than that.
To cheat?
Yeah.
Why not? What do you mean?
Because... Okay. Not yet.
Okay.
Stupid case. Okay.
Can I open my eyes?
Yes.
Okay. We've been streaming for a minute. Hope you can hear Lucy Lou.
I know. She was scratchy, so I had to put the cone on her.
I saw she had a cone. And I think we need to wash her clothes as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Rain makes her stinky.
I'm so bright. Actually, if you change this to rainbow, you can see the colors of the fans in my face. Like, Konami. So change to
This is a slow intro.
Wait, is this Yu-Gi-Oh game? Seriously? Wow, that's some drum right there. Okay. Is this Duels of the Roses? You know, I tried to play this game once, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I tried to play this game once. Because you were like, oh, it's not that hard. You're like, it's really hard. I'm like, oh, it can't be that hard. And then I tried it.
I got at least the reality.
Really? Oh, man, I must be thinking of a different game because the one I got was horrible. It was hard. Balls.
I mean, it might have been this one. You recognized it.
Well, I thought I did. What's the cover? Oh yeah, I think that's the You excited?
It did not have the promised game cards inside.
Most.
I'm so disappointed in this used game. This is a really thick manual, though.
I know, I love it when manuals were actually like real. And not like, yo, don't be a dumbass. The British Empire in 1480s.
So this is based on the War of the Roses.
What's that?
The War of the Roses was a series of civil wars between the houses of Lancaster and York to seek the succession of the English throne. And it was called the War of the Roses specifically when the house was associated with White Rose.
Is that for the thing Valence and Williams as well? Oh. I didn't know that. That's cool.
I never finished Alice. I never got further than the freaking Pelican, weird song, all the part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so hard to read.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of some. It's like you really have to like exercise your English. You do.
I agree. It's like a nerve. And let alone this evening.
The War of the Roses, a powerful power struggle between the House of Lancaster, Red Rose, and York. Hey, look at that. White Rose. The decided royal successor is nearing an end. While the Yorkists well in the lead, the reign of Richard III was but a step away. And in France, Yugi, Henry Tudor, the last Lancastrian heir, was being forced to live a life of exile. The Lancastrian forces were rendered powerless by ancient cards of sorcery wielded by Set. I feel like I'm reading a really bad fanfic right now. And his 7 followers, who were known as the Rose Crusaders, served under the flag of Lord Crawford, a powerful Yorkist nobleman. Lacking a duelist to champion their cause, defeat was imminent for the Lancastrians. In England, duel card games were still at their fledgling stage. Thus, the Lancastrians had to look elsewhere for a duel master capable of facing the Rosencrews in battle. With this in mind, Margaret May Balfour of Lancaster secretly requested a high druid to summon a duelist from another age. Oh my god, this is great. Oh, this is great. Gotta love this. And so they summoned my ass. In Stonehenge, of all places. Ooh. I'm not gonna talk, I'm gonna chew my throat out.
So you don't want to jump another John Delarmo hit?
No, John Delarmo was for me really low. I don't want to scratch my throat up and cough blood.
Well, according to the History Channel, the printing press was invented in 1440, 40 years before the Sixth Place, so having trading cards is totally legit.
Did you just drop it on my graphics cards?
No, it's not that.
Hey guys, I have a whole entire basket of graphic cards in case you want to see them.
No.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my one viewer who's probably a bot. Summoned from the mystic circle of red and white roses, the one capable of harnessing pure power, there was truth to the legend of the Rose Duelist. Lord Margaret, I did it. Now we have the means for defeating the evil forces of Rosencrews. Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I'd forgotten I was in the presence of a Rose Duelist. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Simon McMoran, High Druid and Servant of Lancaster. May I be so bold as to ask the name by which the Rose Duelist would like to be known? That's not really a good first question to ask. I have summoned you from the past where you played card games. What's your name?
I didn't say it was the past. I said another age.
Oh, another age. Alright, well, we know it can't be too far in the future. There are no more motorcycles. Name? That's pretty cool, actually. Active fire! Fine name indeed. Now here's the situation. The year is 1948. The year is 1985 and you're currently in what? 1485 and you're currently in Stonehenge near Salisbury, England. The British Empire is in turmoil with the House of Lancaster right for claim to the throne being challenged by the Yorkist usurpers. I know. The power struggle is referred to as the War of the Roses, named based on the badges used by both sides. A red rose for Lancasters and a white rose for the Yorkists. Right now our kingdom is threatened by the Yorkists and their wrongful claim to the throne. All because the Yorkists enjoyed the support of the Rose Crusaders, their sorceress white rose cards. These are red rose cards. We summon you active fire to this day and age. We hope that your dueling experience would defeat the Rose Crusaders and lead us to victory. You help us, of course. You will! Fools me to even doubt where your loyalties lie. Rumor has it that only the legendary Rose Duelist stands a chance against the power of the Rosencrews. We appreciate any help you can provide against them. Before I forget, I assure you that the rules of dueling differ from here for those of your age. Here in England, dueling is governed by what is known as the perfect rule. I'll have to actually pay attention. In addition to several minor distinctions, there are two major ones. One is the existence of movement or position. The other is the deck leader concept. These are two aspects of dueling that were lost in the process when the ancient sport of duel monsters was adapted to card form.
How does he know that it happened?
I don't know. I mean, maybe this was somebody's first fan fiction, and they decided to put in time travel and fucked it up horrendous. Would it also mean AI, not AU, not AU, not AU? Would it mean AU? Okay. The perfect duel represents the lost duels that were miraculously revived in England. Perhaps a practice duel will serve better than an explanation, shall we? Play a practice duel. Start this time. I'm gonna get some water. Here you go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't kill me. Oh, okay. There's no Lucy there. Wonderful. Sometimes she's under there, and then you hear her yell, and you're like, "Dog, I'm sorry." And she's like, "I hate you."
But if I do, you don't know how to play.
Then don't play.
That's boring.
Then play.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the basics. Okay, summon a monster. You must summon it from your hand to the field. Let's draw a card. Is your deck leader the Dark Magician? Okay. Deck leader and pressing the square button. Okay. Directly in front of the deck leader, line up the cursor by pressing the up and press the X. Okay, 5 cards. And I can only do 1. This is the tutorial. A certain amount of power. Oh, and I have 4 stars worth of power. Power points. Lucy, don't unplug this. The amount will increase by 3 every turn, and you can accumulate up to 12. The field summoning equals power expended. Okay, so spent equal to number of stars. As a level 4, the Celtic Guardian, or what you would be able to summon. Celtic Guardian. And the X button. Okay. And to enter, press X.
What's up, Moon Man? Thank you very much for joining me today, and me and my wife. How are you doing today? Alright, so what's happened so far?
Okay, so you start each game with 4 power points,
Okay.
and you can summon a monster equal to the number of power points. You accumulate 3 each turn up to 12.
Okay.
And then the blue field is where you place the monsters using X.
Okay. You're good? I'm glad. How's Wally World doing for you? Activate a monster by lining the cursor over the desired card pressing the X button. Press the L square. This indicates the space where your monster is to be moved to this turn. Your opponent's card leader is directly ahead. Let's move straight onto that space. Move your monster, yes. The Celtic Guardian advances 1 space, completing its move for this turn. Monsters can move once per turn. However, a deck leader's summoning does not count as a move, hence the monster can move immediately after being summoned to the field. So there is no summoning sickness. Since there is nothing else left to do, let's end your turn. To end your turn, press start. Okay, fine. Press start. Okay. From this point, it's your opponent's turn. Your opponent is summoning a monster and is preparing to attack you. Field. Okay. Now it's your turn. There is an enemy monster heading your way. Let's use Celtic Guardian to eliminate the threat. To attack your opponent's monster, all you have to do is move your monster onto the same space occupied by the enemy monster. They sent you to the work. Does Walmart have a Halloween area?
Yeah, every big store has a Halloween area that's got candy, costumes, decorations, like everything like Fred Meyer.
I guess that makes sense. I just have not been to Walmart a lot. A lot.
Yeah, and there's always a holiday section. Even Woodco has a holiday section.
Oh, there's no Lucy camera! It sucks.
I bet it's crazy and messy all the time.
Well, there's no Lucy camera right now. Whatever. It sucks. Yeah. Aren't you usually in the electronic section? Mr. Moonagate, sir. Alright. Yeah, see, look how good I am. I know my viewers. A little bit. I see. Well, I mean, I guess you could also say it might just be because they need you there and they trust that you can handle it, so yay. Now you need just more money, because, detect opponent's monster move on the same space. A monster attacking another monster is referred to as a battle. The outcome of the battle is decided by attacking defense factors. Putting the outcome aside, let's attack. Remember how to move your monster? Yes, I do, little fucker. Let's do it! Thanks for moving for me. I appreciate that. Sucker. Wait, there's a 2? I did not know there was a 2. Fuck. Well, don't tell me about it. I haven't even played Parasite Eve 1 yet. You've eliminated your opponent's monster and moved one space closer to your opponent's leader. However, your opponent is now aware of your monster's strength and will probably bring in a more powerful monster to retaliate. Let's take a look at the factors that will govern the outcome of the battle.
It's a very thorough tutorial.
It is a very thorough tutorial. Here's how your attack played out. Your Celtic Guardian was in attack position. Your monster automatically assumes the attack position whenever it is moved. The attack position indicates that your monster has either moved or attacked. A monster that doesn't move and hold its position is said to be in defensive position. Currently, your Celtic Guardian and opposing Ruby Dragon are both in the attack position. The outcome of the battle is... By the way, Moonman, have you actually played Parasite Eve 1? The outcome of the battle is decided by comparing the strength of each monster. In this case, both monsters are in attack position, so the attacks are compared. The attack of Celtic Guardian is 1400, the attack of Ruby Dragon is 1200, thus I win. I had a burrito at work. It's delicious. My face was sweaty.
Was it spicy?
Yeah, I got the Diablo chicken meat, and I also got the jalapeno burrito, and then I added jalapenos on top of it. You love me. As a result, the Big Dragon is eliminated and the attack difference 200 is applied as damage against your opponent's life points. I didn't know it was that way. Now let's take a look at what might have happened if the opposing monster was stronger. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, 1500, then I would have died. When I attacked this creature, I would have died. And 100 life points gets deducted from me. Thank you. What if the attacks were equal? Then I believe it is a draw.
Nothing happens.
I believe so. Or we both die. Because we're both brought down to 0? Yeah, we both die, okay. Both monsters are eliminated and neither player suffers any damage to the life points. Now we're staying in defense position. Hard Armor is a monster with high defense. The card is currently horizontal and is in the defense position. Monsters set in this position cannot move or attack. In battle, the defense of a monster in the defense position is used to decide the outcome. Although the defense of Hard Armor is fairly high, it is nothing compared to the attack monster of Celtic Guardian. And I win. Hard Armor is limited. Note that the Elena monster in defense mode will not inflict damage to the life points. Or to me either. Okay, cool, great. Now let's see what happens to the defending is more. I mean, that is cool that they do explain every possible scenario, so you don't make a mistake during battle. Mistake, I guess. Your attack is countered and the 600 points difference goes to me. Since your attack failed, your attack monster is driven back to its original position.
But not destroyed.
Yes. When... what if you attacked a rock or an 2 attempts? What do your monsters attack? Nothing happens, I believe. No damage is applied to your life points and monsters forced back to its normal position. This includes your lessons in battle. Now let's continue with the duel. Finally.
The tutorial within the tutorial.
As you recall, your Celtic Guardian successfully moved to position. No, it didn't. Your opponent's leader is unsupported and defensive, leaving you wide open for a direct attack! A direct attack is an ideal opportunity to inflict major damage to your opponent's life points. Attacking your leader will result in inflicting LP damage equivalent to the attack. Let's try a direct attack! The procedure is the same as setting a battle between two monsters. You have now inflicted 1,400 points of damage to your opponent's LP. You are now on your way to victory. As you can see, it is important to avoid direct attacks as much as possible. You should act immediately whenever any enemy monsters approaching your leader. Currently, you're winning. However, your opponent may retaliate. With this in mind, summon a monster with high defense points. Let's use this monster to protect the front of your leader. Since it has high defense, place it in the defense position. To set a monster in defense position, follow the same steps as movement to set the cursor of your monster and select it for a move. Be careful that you don't move the monster to its destination space as the front. Set the monster to attack position. You know, I like how it tells me to do stuff and then it does the movement for me. The card will flip face up whenever it attacked or is attacked. You may also manually flip the card face up. To do so, select the card and use the L2 or R2 buttons to flip it over. Once you have the card in the desired position, press the X button to enter the selection. However, you should note that a face-up card cannot be returned to a face-down position. That's why you should be very careful when you manually turn the card face-up. Yes, get it. Your opponent has now summoned a Kaiser Dragon, powerful dragon type monster. You don't have a monster that's strong enough to withstand attack from this creature. Fortunately, you have a magic card on the field that's capable of stopping attacks of dragon type monsters. Hey, Dragon Capture Jar! Permanently spellbinds all dragon monsters. Okay, I'm tired of reading this. What's that for magic card? Fuck it, I'll just read it. Yeah, I pay more attention when I'm reading it. Spellbound, motherfucker. The opposing monster has been neutralized with the magic spell. Now let's go after the enemy leader. Are you gonna do all the attacks for me? A duel can go either way. At times, you may find yourself cornered by a cunning opponent. There will be occasions when there's something you can do but accept defeat or go for a rematch. You may surrender a match by pressing the select button. And select buttons were still a thing. But don't give up too quickly.
There are select buttons not a thing anymore?
Correct. There are no, like on the PS4, there's no select button. I think even on the Xbox One controllers, there's no select button either.
Is there still a start button?
No. Yeah, I think on the PS4 it's option from something else, I think.
I guess everything changes.
I know. A well-played card can easily turn the tide of battle to your favor. This includes our lessons on the fundamentals of how to battle in a duel.
Yay!
Yay! Now let's take a look at how a duel is. There are 4 individual conditions for deciding the outcome of a duel. I have Exodia. One condition is use the opponent's LP to 0. Okay, we guess. Another one is to summon Exodia. If we attack, we win. Thank you for attacking for me. I appreciate it. Game, you're the best.
The whole hour is just gonna be the tutorial.
Right? Your opponent will inflict... Your damage to inflict will reduce your opponent's LP well past 0 or short. You're about to emerge victorious. Following examples, more complicated situations, the LP 0 condition applies. In this scenario, the LP of both players are 500 points, respectively. Your opponent has a not too powerful meter ball. I see when I attack him, though, we are both reduced to 0.
How would you both be?
Because I'm at 500, he's at 500. I inflict 500 to him, and with the special thing, he's going to inflict 500 to me.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a duel. I mean a duel. You gotta go now? Alright. Thank you very much for joining me, Moon Man. Have a wonderful night. And I hope life goes well for you.
Good night.
As you can see, LPs of both plays have been reduced to 0. In this manner, the outcome of the duel is decided after all triggered effects have been taken into account. Be careful that you don't get dragged into a draw when you have a good chance of winning the match. Another condition that decides the outcome of the duel is occupation of summon areas. The areas indicated in the blue whenever you attempt to summon a monster are called summon areas. If we occupy all of them. If all of these areas are occupied by your opponent's forces, you will lose the match in play. To be more specific, if your opponent occupies all summon areas at the end of your turn, you lose. If you find yourself surrounded, it is vital that you clear at least one space, because obviously you can't summon monsters. If your leader is in this position, that leaves you with only 3 summon areas. When you're at the edge like this, there are only a few summon areas, and if they are occupied, you lose. Depending on the terrain conditions, there are spaces that cannot be used as summon areas. In this situation, there are fewer summon areas, and if they are occupied by your opponent, you lose. Got it. The next condition for deciding the outcome of a duel is LP comparison, resulting from the clock running out of a duel. Oh, there's a clock. Okay, the time remaining of the duel is displayed in this location. The number of turns remaining will decrease by 1 following the completion of the turn. When the number of turns reaches 0, whoever wins is the one who has the highest LP. Hence, maintaining a lead is key strategy for smart duelists. I got it! However, I also did play this game like 10 years ago, too. I've learned a lot. What?
We haven't been together 2 years.
Close enough. The final condition for winning is unleashing the powerful Exodia! The powerful one. It is said that somewhere in this world there are 5 very rare cards known as Exodia, the Forbidden One, and its 4 Forbidden Limbs. Individuals of these cards are weak due to spells that bind them, however, once they're put together, their animation force immune immediately. Then you must position the 4 limbs of the Exodia in the summon surrounding areas. From there, flip over to the attacking position when you enter into your turn without any spells or controls preventing you from making a normal turn. Exodia will be freed and your opponent will face hopeless defeat at the hands of this awesome creature. I mean, it's cool that we get to see how it looks.
Yeah. He still didn't have a torso, though. Oh, I thought it was over.
So did I. Let's take a closer look at some of the other details and rules for dueling. First, you should be aware that there is a limit in the number of cards to be placed on the field. Here's a situation in which several monsters have been summoned to the field. The display shows how many monsters you have in play in the field at the moment. Each duelist can only place 5 monsters respectively in the field. Any attempt to summon a monster that exceeds the aforementioned limit will be destroyed! Top deck. Likewise, only 5 spell cards can be placed on the field. You should take care to leave a summon area open so you won't find yourself in a situation where you are unable to play a key card. Let's talk about the consumption and recovery of summoning power points. Summoning power points are required in order to summon monsters to the field at the outset of a duel. Each one is 4. Hence, bringing the level 4 monsters into play at the start of the duel. We'll use up the total available summoning power points for that turn. Summoning power points spent in this manner will gradually recover as time passes. At the beginning of the turn, 3 will be added. Points that are not expended will continue to accumulate. However, you will not be able to accumulate over 12, even in situations where the addition of points would exceed 12 points, you will not gain beyond that amount. Got it. Great.
Yeah, but they gotta make sure
Some monsters or spell cards can significantly help or hinder recovery of your summoning power points. Use this to your best advantage. When placed face down and unused, your opponent will not be able to tell whether you have a spell or a monster card in play. Like monster cards, spell cards can be attacked and can initiate attacks. Okay. The face-up monster card is yours. Your opponent has a spell card. When a spell card is attacked by a monster, it is easily destroyed. Although a spell card can be easily destroyed, attacking a spell card will never result in damage to your opponent's life points. Makes sense. Now you have a face-up down monster card. Face-down monster card. In monster vs. monster battles, face-down monsters are turned face-up. That's what happens with a spell card. As you can see, the spell card is destroyed but the monster remains face down. As a result, spell cards cannot be used to discover the identity of a monster card. The only way to do that is with another monster card. Got it. Let's see what happens when a spell card is used to initiate an attack. Similar to when it's attacking, the spell card is easily destroyed. This is still the case even if the monster card is in defense position. Same case when it's probably face down.
Did they just show that?
No, they showed it if your card is face down attacking a spell card. This is if you're using a spell card to attack a face down monster.
I thought it just said that so you could discover the identity of the monster using spell cards.
Yes, but this example right here is me with the spell card. The previous one was me with the face down attacking card that destroyed a face up magic card.
No, it was also a face up magic card trying to destroy a face down monster card. Get to flip.
You should always remember that although spell cards are capable of powerful magic, they can easily be destroyed. When you bring a spell card into play, you should move it carefully. Now we'll take a look at what happens when your spell card attacks an opponent's spell card. The rules differ from those applied when a monster card. First, let's see what happens when you attack an opponent's spell card with a face down spell card. And you win. In this case, the attacking spell card is destroyed, and the attacking spell card succeeds in penetrating the opponent's defenses. Initiating an attack with the face down spell card will let you avoid having the card turn face up when you wish to avoid it. The fundamental rule is that a spell card cannot turn an opposing spell card face up. Let's see what happens when an face-up spell card attacks an opposing. Fuck a duck. Then it's activated, I see. It attacks and then activates. This time the spell card is activated. It is important to remember that conditions factor in a magic card. The magic card is activated when it completes its move face-up. Hence, regardless of whether a battle occurs, the magic card is activated since it's completed its move face-up. As a result, you should be careful about moving a face-up spell card. Terrain effects.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Viewers, I'm sorry. The wife did not know it would be this long. Even I did. This is a long-ass tutorial. The field on which a battle is conducted consists of spaces with various terrains. The majority of these terrain features have their own unique energy forces and often strength or weakness monsters. Let's take a look at an example. Right now, the Celtic Guardian is in a space where the terrain has no effect whatsoever on the card. The result is that both the attack and defense factors remain at 1400 and 1200. Now let's move this monster to a meadow space. You can do it for me. In this space, the attack and defense factors increase by 500, raising the factors to 1900 and 1700. Since the Celtic Guardian is a warrior-type monster, it has an advantage when occupying meadow terrain. There is a lot of types in Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know there's dark type and light type and dragon type.
There's a lot. It's so crazy.
Is there more in Yu-Gi-Oh than there is in Pokemon?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you. Game list. attribute is what I'm looking for. Dark, Divine, Earth, Fire, Light, Water, Wind, and Unofficial Laugh. And then the type. 25 different types. Aqua, Beast, Beast, Warrior, Creator, God, Cyberus, Dinosaur, Divine, Beast, Dragon, Fairy, Fiend, Fish, Insect, Machine, Plant, Psychic, Pyro, Reptile, Rock, Sea, Serpent, Spellcaster, Thunder, Warrior, Winged Beast, Worm, and Zombie. So, yes, there is a lot more. Alright.
I don't know, if you had skipped this, could you have figured out how to play it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Another added bonus when a monster is in its favorite terrain is increased movement. If a monster starts its movement in a favorable terrain, the monster can move 2 spaces. A monster card with increased movement capability is noted in this area. When a monster with this mark is toggled, it's in movement mode and can go 2 spaces. Please note that a face-down card is not awarded terrain bonuses. This time the Cutter Guardian is face down. Let's try moving the card. You just fucking told me!
Yeah, but it has to say and then also show you, otherwise you won't understand.
But then if you flip it up, you get the excess movement, okay? However, take advantage of the bonus moves. First turn the card face up and then select the space that you wish to move to. This time we have a dark terrain space. Gyakuten Megami is a fairy type which is not suited for dark terrain and not affected by terrain. The attacking event is 1820. Now let's move the John to an unsuitable space. Let me guess. The attack and defense go down? Oh no! The attack and defense go down. In short, whenever a monster ends up in unsuitable terrain, there is a 500-point penalty. Since terrain can significantly affect the outcome of battle, you should plan your destination before committing. Don't have kids. Unless you plan on it and commit to it. What? Since we're on the subject of terrain effects, let's talk about terrains with special features. First of all, there's a labyrinth terrain. The labyrinth is an extremely powerful obstruction and cannot be entered by most monsters and spell cards, nor by a leader card. In addition, a labyrinth space cannot function as a summoning area. However, a card that has entered a labyrinth space by means of effects such as teleportation can easily exit the space and enter adjacent spaces. You can also initiate an attack against a monster located in a labyrinth space. Are you going to show me? Yep. Wall Shadow has the ability to freely enter or exit the labyrinth space. It is currently located in the labyrinth space. The Flame Swordsman has an attack capability that exceeds Wall Shadow. What happens when the Flame Swordman attack the monster located in the labyrinth space? As you can see, the opposing monster is destroyed. However, Flame Swordman cannot enter the labyrinth space. Aside from certain monsters, the labyrinth is a space that can never be entered, making the space ideal for preventing an advance. Use it wisely. Crushed terrain can be entered with no resistance and has no positive or negative effects on monsters. However, this area is infected with a plague that will attack and destroy powerful monsters. Specifically, any monster with the attack of 1500 or more will be immediately destroyed under any one of the following conditions. A monster is summoned in a crushed space, moves into a crushed space, is located in a space that is transformed into a crushed space, or is in a crushed space when neither you or your opponent's turn ends. Since the Cutter Guardian only has an attack of 1400, it is not affected by crushed spaces. However, this other monster is. On the other hand, the Flame Swordman has an attack of 1800 and will activate the crushed space, thus it being tagged. The effect of a crushed space is deadly. However, there are no restrictions to exiting the crushed space and entering an adjacent space. In short, if you find your monster moved into a crushed space by means such as teleportation, you should avoid destruction by immediately moving them out of the space. Since the crushed space is activated by the attack level, the leader which doesn't have any attack or a spell can move normally in the space. As can be seen, there are various special features for particular terrain spaces. The mark of a good duelist is how well he or she can use the terrain to his or her advantage. Now we'll discuss spellbinding.
This is ridiculous.
Right? Spellbinding is a condition by which a card is unable to move as a result of a spell or other means. When a card is spellbound, it cannot be moved, flipped, or repositioned for attack or defense. Let's see what happens when the Celtic Guardian is spellbound with love. Right now, the Celtic Guardian is unable to move due to a spell. The turn count for a spellbinding begins on the turn following the actual casting. So if a card is spellbound for one turn, it won't be able to move in the next turn, and will gain movement on the turn following the next. There are situations in which a spellbinding can last more than one turn. In fact, there's a very dangerous condition, eternal spellbinding, which doesn't release the bound card no matter how many turns it pass. At the moment, the Celtic Guardian is held on eternal spellbinding. With this condition, the Celtic Guardian will not be able to move no matter how many times you declare that your turn is ended. Instead of the number of turns remaining until the card is able to be moved, we use the infinity mark. You know, I actually played Saturday Night Slam Masters and didn't know that was the setting for infinity, so I was like, why is it a sideways 8?
Is that a basketball game?
No, it's a pro wrestling game in the fantasy universe. Saturday Night Slam Masters. Anyway, it is very difficult to break an eternal spellbinding. There are only a few monsters and spells that have the capability to free the spellbound monster. Aside from the aforementioned, the only other way to free a monster from the spellbinding is to destroy it. Now let's take a look at the most common form of spellbinding, the attribute binding. The Parrot Dragon is a wind attribute monster with the attack of 2,000 and is much stronger than the Celtic Guardian. However, the Celtic Guardian is an earth attribute monster, which places it in a more favorable position against... Oh god, we're gonna have these now.
It's okay, you're never gonna actually get to play the game.
Unless you choose it. You can choose it next week. The advantages and disadvantages of attributes are displayed respectively during a battle. Oh, that's good. Let's see what happens when the Celtic Guardian attacks. The weaker Celtic Guardian is destroyed, however the opposing Parrot Dragon is now spellbound for one turn. In this manner, a monster of lower attribute that survives a battle is spellbound in the turn that follows. This rule also applies even if both monsters survive the battle, as in the case where a monster is unable to destroy an opponent, blah. Attribute differences can be effective when using a weak monster to render a stronger monster immobile. An opponent's powerful monster is in pursuit. You don't have any surprises up your sleeve and your leader's eye stated, creating a dangerous situation. Even under such desperate circumstances, a good duelist will bide for time, believing in the summoned monsters and the chance of drawing a card that can turn the tide of battle. Your belief in the luck of the draw could be a key to winning the battle. Among duelists, this belief is referred to as the destiny draw.
That was called the heart of the cards.
Depending on how desperate a situation is and how gifted you are as a duelist, you may be granted an opportunity to attempt a destiny draw. It looks like victory may smile upon you. This is your chance to draw a card that could turn the tables against your enemy. The destiny draw opportunity is signaled by flashing the area that is normally used to indicate that you can summon a monster from your hand. Drawing when this condition is indicated will usually result in the drawing of a card that will help you in your current predicament. Try drawing a card now. Take a look at the last card that you drew, the card on the far right. It should be a card that will bail you out of your current situation. Using this card wisely will help you overcome a desperate situation. So, can my opponent do that too?
I don't know.
However, you should remember that a destiny draw depends on the luck and only occurs once in a duel. When it might happen is anybody's guess. All you can hope for is that Lady Luck smiles on you when you most need it. And that won't happen if your hand already consists of 5 cards.
You only have 5 cards in hand to Yu-Gi-Oh?
I thought it was 7.
I don't know.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in so long. If that is the case, all you need to do is reduce your hand in the following turn in hopes of triggering a Destiny draw. Of course, if your deck is low on cards, there will be no Destiny draw. Luck is an important element to victory. Even the best duelist cannot lose without the aid of Lady Luck. And now, all cards are deeply bound to the duelist. Your experience is a vital key to strengthening the power of your deck. An indication of this is provided by your rank, a record of a card's performance throughout all of your duels. A highly ranked card will demonstrate the special powers unique to its nature when the card becomes a leader. Take a look at a Dark Magician ranked Field Marshal. No, do you? Yeah, I did. I never asked about the ranks. At this rank, the card's special powers are extended support range, increased strength for same type friendlies, and weaken specific enemy type. Let's take a look at your opponent's leader. Dudes, come on, tutorial. The baby dragon has the following special powers: increased movement and open opponent's cards. Since there are various special powers that evolve for each leader's monster, we won't be able to cover them all. Good. To understand the concept, let's take a look at the baby dragon situation. The best way to learn about the special powers of a card is to raise your own leader and launch an evolve through the cards of battle. Baby Dragon has the power to turn any approaching enemy's card face up for open viewing. Your Celtic Guardian is currently face down, near the enemy leader. Move the card toward the leader. The Celtic Guardian is automatically turned face up, revealing its identity to your opponent. This effect will also flip a face down spell card to the face up position. This is just a sample of one of the special powers that the leader has. To find out more, you simply have to raise your own leader and watch the card evolve as you do. This pretty much covers the rules of dueling. And now... Wait. The music changed. Do we get to play the game?
No, that was the cutscene.
First active fire, you must select a deck to duel with. It is important that you feel the vibrations of a deck leader, the minute resonance that ring, true to your soul. The cards themselves. What? My soul's right here. Okay, I'll try not to. The cards themselves draw their power from the energies of the Ancient Ones. The deck leader acts as an intermediate between the Ancient Ones and the deck wielder. Active fire. It is essential that you select a card leader whose rhythm matches the stirrings of your soul. Here are several decks from which to choose. Give it some serious thought and make your selection. Choose carefully, for the deck you select will guide the destiny of your duels. So much reading. I was like 50 minutes of reading. I only have 3 to choose from.
Yep.
Main attributes, the main races. Because I can totally read that. I can totally understand Twinhead Behemoth, Fairy King Truesdale, or Cotton just for background. Ooh, they're really strong though. I like how there's no "Are you sure?" Once you press start, you are committed.
Yep.
I put a ring on it. Ah, I see you have selected your deck. So that's the effect of a Celtic Red Rose card. It looks like there's some truth to the rumor that Red Rose cards are capable of time transformation. Who's there? It's been some time since the Battle of Barnet told one. Rose and Crows, what brings you here? Oh, you remember from the Rose Crusaders and coming to that name. If you may recall, I told you once before that you and me had just been settled. Or does memory fail you, old man? And you must be the dreaded Rose duelist. I must admit, there's a certain aura of power emanating from you. I believe in introductions. I am Seto, leader of the Rose Crusaders. There are members of our little group who prefer to go by the name of C. Rosencruz. I ask you, in what brings you here, Seto? Mind your man. What else would bring me here? I came for the red rose cards. After all, it was you who showed me how the summoning capabilities would evolve when the red rose cards are combined with the transport cards of the white rose cards. You aren't thinking of attempting the forbidden rose summoning? If so, then the red rose cards must never fall into your evil hands. Card sorcery taps into the powers of the ancient ones. By their very nature, each card is double-edged. Sword that can cut both ways. The rose cards alone harness tremendous power. There's no telling what horrors one might unleash to the world by combining both red and white. I will sacrifice my own life if need to prevent any from uttering the spell of doom. The spell of doom. Fool. The 16 red and white rose cards grant power over all. Druid legend has twisted the true meaning of these cards. Thank you for being oddly specific.
The internet says that C. Rosencruz might not have existed.
Dog? Are you that dense?
Go around. You can do the puppy, I believe in you.
Oh God, Lucy. We, the Rose Crusaders, have sworn to create the utopia free from the ravages of war. We intend to accomplish this with the power of the cards. I don't know if I can speak. Can Seto speak with 3 exclamation marks? He has 3 exclamation marks.
Very bad.
And we shall do so by extending the rule of Richard III throughout the known world. Thank Lucy. Come on, you can do that. Good girl. By the way, it is clever of you to form a circle of red roses within the white rose barrier to summon the rose duelist. But you were foolish to come alone. This area is surrounded, and if you wish to leave with your life, you will do so only by handing over the red rose cards. Me, a fool? What about you? Are you fool enough to actually believe the red rose cards would remain here in my possession? Right after the summoning, I had the cards dispersed among our best duelists to keep them from your tainted hands. Then, you leave me with one choice. I shall enlist the aid of your precious rose duelist. You take leave of your senses. And you speak too soon, old man. Heed my words, duelist, if you wish to return to the proper time period. You will require 16 cards of the red and white roses. The red and white positions must be laid out in reverse of the summoning order to send you home. You know the spell? Since you need the 16 rose cards, they really make sure to tell you there's 16. Just as much as we do, I propose a partnership. Help us gather the cards and I shall guarantee to return after we've achieved our ultimate goal. An absurd proposal. Do you think that the Honorable Actify would even lend an ear to your ridiculous proposal? Dude, I just got here. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. You just spent like 50 minutes telling me how to play a children's card game. It did? Can you be so sure, old man? Let me see. Simon's side has 8 of the red rose cards, while on my side the Rose Crusaders have possession of the 8 white rose cards. As the numbers are even, simple arithmetic indicates that you could side with either of us. I'm sure you'll take into account who's winning this war after all, who was desperate enough to summon you in the first place. I think it's quite clear which side is better positioned to send you home. Actify, heed not the words of this power-hungry lunatic! Simon, must you resort to name-calling? I'm hurt. I'll tell you what, why don't we leave the decision to our team of duelists? After all, Simon, the duelist's future's not for us to decide now, is it? Well, yes, but splendid! In keeping with the tradition of the old temple gardens, I offer you a choice, duelist. Here are 2 roses. White represents me, red for old Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose. Stand by my side, duelist. Choose the white rose. I'm gonna go with heroes? Cassetto has blue eyes, white dragon. And look at that fucking armor.
Oh, traitor.
What would you do?
I'm correct, because the game made me feel bad about it.
Yeah, it does make you feel bad about it. A wise choice, duelist. I see you are well versed in judging the situation. Welcome to the Rose Crusaders. I am honored. Okay, old man, it's time you made yourself scarce. I like his eyes. What? What are you doing? Stop! Yeah! I just can't do the really squealy anime girl yet. Can you do it? Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I just need you out of the way until everything is settled. Let's talk about the rose cards. Fuck! Are we done talking? Can I save my game? Simon mentioned that he spread the cards among certain individuals just after summoning you. I think it's your turn to start reading.
I think it's safe to assume that a large number of those individuals are his confederates currently located in France. I would like to ask you to enter France from Dover and refuse our cause. I would go myself. However, I'm needed here to maintain our barrier against any invading forces. According to the legend, one of them is a deck whose cost is lower than an opponent's to capture a rose card.
So you have to be weaker.
Yep. Of another color. Remember, a deck that costs lower than of an opponent's is the key. I've also heard somewhere that Celts inherited their red rose cards from the original inhabitants of Stone. That would mean that our enemy Yuki, who comes from a line of Welsh nobility, would likely have inherited, that's a very Welsh name, one of the red rose cards. That means those who oppose the Rose Crusaders are sufficiently equipped to duel against us as given their desperate situation, they will retaliate with everything they've got. It's wise not to underestimate them. I'm depending on you.
Oh my god. Okay, this is the deck.
It's complicated looking.
I know.
Just go smash your things against the other things. It's Taya first. Taya sucks.
Save! That took a long time. You wanna try it? You wanna try a fight? I like how he follows me. Winsdor. The Rose Duelist who dared to betray the hopes of Prince Yugi. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Hiya! Can you do better? This is like really nice music for a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
It sounds vaguely English.
Summon. Dancing elf. 300, 200. Special info, nothing. Power up cards. What is power up card?
I don't know.
While this card is face up in defense position, all damage to help you use it. Red Summon, Beaster Butcher, Neck Hunter, Wretched Ghost of the Addict, or a Magical Labyrinth. Randomly selects one labyrinth terrain space, transforms into normal. and transforms the space where this card was triggered to left turn. And this card is effective only if there's at least one space active.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
What?
That's powered up.
Shit.
Oh, puppy girl. Yeah,
It wouldn't let me change them. I know, but it wouldn't let me.
isn't it the R?
Yeah, L1, it brings the options up. L2 does that. Or,
We just sat through like an hour of tutorials.
ah,
Okay.
okay. I gotta have to select them. Okay.
You got it.
Nope.
Oh dang, some stuff's about to happen.
When this card is effective, all shadow specters are increased by 300 units. Something's gonna die. Oh, yay. I did something cool. What? What's happening?
I don't
Okay. Okay.
know. You can kill it now.
I can, yeah. That's 500 and that's 1,000. I'm afraid of what that is though. So that's not mine, but that did get spelled out.
Yeah, but you can't get over there in time.
That's fine. Fuck.
Yay, look, now you're winning. Now we gotta summon anything.
I'm going up. Jesus.
Maybe you want to collect more points.
That's what I was gonna do. my god. What? This powering up is freaking me out, man. This powering up is freaking me out, man.
I know, you don't seem to have any buff cards.
I know.
Well,
That's not mine.
yeah. I think the green hair is really strong.
What's the green hair? This? That's 2,000. Yeah, I'm talking about 2,000. I have what, 6?
That was 18.
Dog!
Lucy! Lucy, you can go around. I believe in you.
God, probably within like 15 minutes of just tutorial I would have done better because I have no idea what the fuck's happening right now.
That's 1800, so you want to get away from it. Because it'll mess your shit up.
Well, I'm in defense right now, so. 1900. Right now it is in attack mode, so it does have 1800. Attack is 1800.
Oh, it went up by 1,000.
What do you mean?
It was 800 before.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Was it the thingy that got flipped up?
When this is face up all infliction, all damage to music
Hang on, that's the green.
Oh, your own monster attack 1,000 below or against the I see. Okay.
So she has a bunch of baby monsters and so she brings up the big ones.
Only with 1,000 attack instead of defense. The Beastro Butcher has 1,800. So you want to be
You just gonna move the structure.
let's have something else.
Now, what's that?
All monsters on the field are transformed to zombie monsters.
Doesn't matter.
We should take a scapegoat. Awesome. No, I don't want to do this.
You don't want to see its super special attack?
Spellbound, that's nice. Okay.
Now you have 8 points. You got anything really good?
Let's see, 1,800. You're in defense mode. Oh, that's me. That's the Beastro Butcher. You're in 1,800.
Yeah, but you want to get rid of her because she's the one boosting everybody.
No, it's still there. When this card is flipped up. If I kill her, nothing's gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't go away. No idea what that is. I know I need to take you out. Hold on, girl. Yeah. Spellbound. That's keep spellbound, right?
Yeah, tribute thing.
No, I know that, but I'm not paying attention. So it's like, alright, cool, it happens. Yay, awesome. These are the same people. You moved.
You could still kill Primus.
it's in defense mode.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's in defense mode. What's this? 1800, 1000? You're at what, 1800?
He is a sort of buff real bad.
Put that there. Maybe use that. I'm right now just kind of using these magic cards as like a scapegoat to goad her into doing things. Increase the power of fiend monsters by 5 points.
And do you have fiend monsters?
I don't know, but I'm assuming that's a fiend.
I think most of the time they're fiend
How do I know if it's a fiend monster? Oh, it does. Alright, let's just do that. So you're gonna stay there in defense. You're 1800, I'm 1750. You move over here. I already moved you. You're gonna move.
Weren't they the same? Why don't yours get destroyed? It wasn't in defense, was it?
It was.
Why aren't your fiend monsters powered up?
Because, just watch. I don't know.
I thought as soon as they got fixed up, they'd happen.
I thought it was after at my turn. That's the enemy. When this card is flipped up in battle, spell by an opposing monster for 4 turns. There. That's 1900. I'm gonna leave it there.
This is not the one I was thinking of, by the way. I don't know. This is just not one of the This is really complicated. Yeah, you killed the thing.
Spellbound though. So you have 90 turns left. Till we get a turn out.
Oh my god.
Air Knight Prash. How? Okay.
You still win, yeah. Yeah.
7. A little Karibo. No, Reggie goes to the island.
Wow, you only have 2 creatures left on the field.
I know.
I don't understand why that card didn't work.
I don't know. Team cast. I have no idea. That's so weird. Oh, no. I just said okay. Just say something.
Oh.
You're there. I mean, if I can get monsters here, that's fine.
Yeah, he's got the 24 minutes.
Hey, look at that. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can make this up to 1,100 minutes.
You want to call?
Hold on. I have an idea.
I got some.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Make sure to call it soon. Let's see what happens. That's fine. None of these fuckers are strong. That's fine.
Well, it's so weird that you have to move the weaker deck.
Yeah.
And you have to move the deck.
I'm gonna see if I can box her in. Unless obviously she might start moving. She hasn't done anything yet. Jesus! Why are you so powerful?
Because everything got boosted.
Well, no. Everything that boosted that was on the field. They're only one-time effects. They're not permanent.
I mean, who said so?
What do you mean?
I'm not convinced.
So yeah, 1,000, 800. So this is just what it is. Oh, it's still boosted? Oh.
I think if you would have killed her, it would have gone away.
I thought they were just one-time effects. Interesting, okay. I know.
I never really liked Yu-Gi-Oh! As a card game. I felt like it just was a way too complicated. It had too many extenuating circumstances.
Hello, Anakin. How are you doing today? Thank you so very much for joining me.
Kill it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill the fucker. Let's kill the fucker! Good. Die. God. It's like an exercise in frustration almost. Okay. Does this work? Oh Oh, you're summoning something. Yes, this is the first time playing this. The wife chose this game to play. And we'll keep playing this for like another 9 minutes. And if I don't win, we're going to surrender because we have to start getting ready for bed. There's like 50 minutes of tutorial. It was insane.
I just done this out of the games. Oh, so you only need one more.
Yeah, this was my plan. I was ooh.
Save up.
Yes. Come on, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2. That's 6. If I have 4, I get 3 turns. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and that costs 6. I can play 2. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, I didn't. There's a lot of stuff in this game to do. We'll see if we play it next week. But yeah, so me and my wife, we do couples gaming every Monday night when we get to it. The tutorial explained. Yeah, the tutorial's a lot. Yeah. Either way, though, I like the music. I like the concept of this game. It is pretty nice. But we'll see if the wife wants to play it more next week. Because we do couple gaming every Monday night. Besides that, I usually just stream in the morning.
Well, if you're not having fun.
I enjoy this game. This is much more fun than Cake Mania.
But how can that be true?
Yes, it is. Like, I can actually think about this game, and I can take my time.
Can you move your dragon?
I already moved him. What is this? Inflict 100 points of life damage to the opponent's enemy. I'm gonna summon that beastly fucker. Alright, so I should be able to win next turn. Because I have her surrounded!
As long as she doesn't.
There's nowhere for her to move to. I guess, yeah, if she does move, then it'll take me a bit longer. Although, you know, if I didn't read the tutorial, I wouldn't have known that. It's a pretty fun game, but only if you know what fusion to make. Go in it blind without knowing. Yeah, I remember playing this game once before a long time ago, and there's fusions, and yeah, it's so crazy that there's fusions.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but I'm excited to play this again if we ever do. But not like, if I didn't know I could surround her, I would have been like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But there we go. Let's attack you, because we can. And then, yeah. All your summoning spaces are gone, dancing elf. Just patience.
Ooh, that's good, because she wasn't feeling pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what's this? Yeah, that is true. There is a lot of fusions in this game, and I have done my stuff about it. And you're gonna be a dick. That's fine.
That's okay, you only have to attack one more time.
Ooh, someone's a little dick. Oh, wait, no, I have that guy. You're fucked. Get wrecked, bitch. Jesus, yeah. Fusions are a thing, and I remember playing this game about fusions, and I'm like, oh god, I lost so hard to everything. Either way, though, I win. That took some thought. That really took some thought. Like, it was not easy. It was enjoyable. This was an enjoyable match. I enjoyed this. Thank you, sweetie. Except the 15 minutes of tutorials.
You didn't look like you were having fun.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's so happy. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Will you let me save before you give me another 20 minutes of story?
If there's story, I'm ditching.
I know you are. I guess I lost. It pains me to know that I lacked the strength to protect my lord and love. I obtained a rose card.
Bye, Rose card.
That was great. Taya, despite being the first button on this side of the game, is usually one of the harder ones because her deck lets her... Yeah, she did that in like the second turn. It was stupid. Alright, we're gonna save. We're gonna save this. Yeah, she did stupid stuff. Anyway, we are gonna end the stream here. Everyone, so thank you very much for lurkers who are lurking. Thank you so very much for lurking. Watchers who are watching, thank you so very much. Stupidly easy, well, I'm looking forward to it. Bots who are botting, thank you so very much for botting. It was fun besides having 15 minutes of tutorials. The game was great. I'm looking forward to playing this again. Catch me, if you want, you can catch me tomorrow at 8 in the morning for some more Xenogears. Otherwise, you can catch me next week for more couple play. Here, do you want to say anything to the viewers?
Thanks for the fusion tip.
Yes. Alright, everyone, I love you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Bye. Also, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow because I love the follows. If you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscription. Okay, bye.